To the Midnight Man. This is what I tried to do is a daily creepypasta, and this one was nominated for the April Creepypasta of the month. So before I start, I'd like to point out that my battery life was 69%. Take it back about 5 seconds, or restart the video, and you'll see 69. Okay, so let's without any ado, it's back again. Without any ado, let's start reading this. I don't know where to start, where to begin about my feelings of this thing. The story is one that I've had to keep secret in fear that my friends or family may persecute me and send me to a mental facility. What I have seen, what I have heard, has been shot down by many simple lies. The story hopefully will open the eyes to some who don't believe in my words of it and what it is. Let me start off on a new note. The first time I encountered it was in the late summer of 2008. My family's house had been foreclosed since we could just not afford to pay it off anymore because of all the land that we owned. We bought a smaller house in a nice neighborhood that was just about 2 miles away from the one prior. I guess we just liked the area. It was all well for a while. I settled in a new home quite alright. It felt like home. It felt nice, pleasant. Even when it rained, you felt safe and secure. Then one day, after we settled in, I decided to go for a walk on the nearby trail. I walked along it. No one else was there, not even as I looked as far in front as me as I turned around. Not even a single person. It seemed a bit odd. It was a nice day out. Why am I the only one to enjoy the day on the sidewalk? Whatever. I guess I shouldn't be complaining about having a trail to my lonesome self. I continued my trek and peered both sides of the trail. To my left, a rather small but steep hill that led to more houses, and to my right was just a thin woods teeming with green trees and dirt. The woods ran across the trail and the entire way. Being my boy self, I jumped into the nest of foliage hoping to find some adventure. I looked around and examined everything I saw, picked up a stick and began to swing it like a sword. I continued inside the small, narrow woods to find something that mildly disturbed me. A small rabbit about the size of a large man's shoe lay dead across the leafy, earthy floor. I dropped the stick and knelt down one knee to examine it further. Its stomach had been torn down the middle, with its entrails barely seeping out. Something more odd was that there seemed to be no bite marks, no scratches, as if it seemed to just die. Then a weird feeling in the back of my head entered, and a tingling feeling. It didn't hurt. It was just very irritating. It made me want to just hit my head against the tree to make it stop. But even as a child, I knew that was foolish. I didn't feel any more adventure in me after the rabbit, so I checked back home and ate a supper without informing my family of the rabbit. Next morning, I woke up to hear talking downstairs. My mom and sister were talking about something on the deck. I had woke up and looked to my mom, who had a disgusting look on her face. "What's going on?" I asked in a worried tone. "I think an animal left some of its lunch on our porch." I looked up to see under the porch swing was a pile of animal entrails. I whispered to myself, "Rabbit." My mom cleaned it off and then threw them away. Nothing more happened during the day. It all went on as all days go on. But that night I had a dream. It really started out with what I thought it was, or at least what I thought that it was a dream. It started out with me, in the woods. I was lying down in the same spot where I found the rabbit. It was cold. I was naked and I didn't have a clue what was happening. I couldn't move, but I saw in the distance a shadowy figure that seemed to be constructed of the darkness. It seemed to almost be a good 7 feet tall. He had a deer-like shape for a head. Horns curled back from his shoulders and back. He walked like a man, but had hooves, or what seemed to be hooves, I don't know. He walked toward me, creeping past the trees. A once dark forest had been made even darker as a cloud of misty fog followed his trail. He spoke in a demonic, monotone voice. "You think that you are of a higher importance than a rabbit? That you are greater?" I couldn't respond. I was shocked at everything that was happening. He spoke once more. "The earth will die, and all will cry. Bring the tears of the unfaithful, the untrustworthy and cynical men. and women to me. They won't know me by an image, but their undying fate. Maybe they should have listened to the crazy man on the street. Maybe they should have listened to the one who tried to convince them it was no myth, or of what they all saw was indeed true flesh and fact. You know, my son, that little thing that just catches your curious eye. That little unnatural feeling that makes you feel out of place, that something's wrong. That physical feeling when you feel something touch you, but you debunk it as your mind. That is me, the Midnight Man. He knelt to my level, and with a soft yet noticeable touch, he prodded at my stomach in a pointed, sharp claw. He arose and walked away. I peered at my naked body. My stomach turned into a shadowy black, and it just traveled through my bare body. Then I awakened in my bed, sweating through my sheets. I glanced down to my pillow to see it covered in blood. I touched my nose and did feel blood dripping from my face. Somehow. Somehow, I guess. Since the day these events occurred, I have been seeing more and more things in myself that being has changed. My grades in school dropped, and I began to slack off and focus on the world out of school. The woods, my house, the Midnight Man. Though I haven't seen or heard of him since, I can feel his presence within me. I don't know if he is evil or good. I don't know that I know more about life and myself being after my encounter with him. I still suffer from the tingle in my head, and I always think about what he said that day. I believe that this man can enter anyone's thoughts and well-being as you break down and change entirely. This thing is dangerous to anyone and whatever this thing is. It must be stopped. Wow. That was good. I like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna try to find the Midnight Man. It's probably just like I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is, I don't remember if you guys saw my first kind of live stream. It was called Happy Appy Days, and I kind of left off, without that there, or without finishing it. Pasta, happy. That's not happy. That's happy. I would appreciate it if I could get, I don't want any, smile dog. I don't want videos. I don't want images. It's so stupid. I'm gonna just search happy out. Ooh, the pasta wiki. This is retarded. Let's go to, I don't know, www.creepypasta.wikia.com. Then I'll search happy there. It's retarded. I wonder why I did that. Okay. No. Happy. Not apt. Balls. There. He's pretty creepy, though. I don't exactly remember where I was, so I think, was it the 7th? Come on. Wait, I'm gonna try the 17th. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off at the 14th. Actually, I'll start off at the 1st. Okay. Hello, it's me again. Today I will tell you the reason why I was gone so long. Wait, where was I? You know what March 3rd it is. Hey, I wanted to know if anyone has any videos of a Happy Happy episode. If you do, send me the link to one. Why am I asking this even though I have a disc of 10 episodes? Well, I found the disc in pieces on my desk, and no, I didn't save the videos to my laptop, even though I should have. The way it was broken was almost like a claw. It slashed the disc twice. Also, there was a note near it saying, "No more evidence now, huh?" I wonder who was angry enough to destroy my disc. Okay, you remember the Happy Happy badge? Oh my god, this is so... You know what, guys? I think I'm just gonna end it here. I'll finish Happy Happy. I promise. I will finish Happy Happy. For now, thank you all for watching. My name is Super John Gaming. And goodbye.